Radio, the online home of Slough Town match commentaries, brought to you by the worldwide internet football community, MyFootballClub.co.uk. Come on, you rebels! You're listening to Rebels Radio, the online home of Slough Town match commentaries, brought to you by the worldwide internet football community, MyFootballClub.co.uk. Come on, you rebels! You're listening to Rebels Radio, the online home of Slough Town match commentaries, brought to you by the worldwide internet football community, MyFootballClub.co.uk. Come on, you rebels! You're listening to Rebels Radio, the online home of Slough Town.
Stream should have a red light next to it.
And bandwidth, top right. Should have 3, 4
bars.
Okay.
I've got that.
Go to YouTube.
It should be that.
Three should walk in blue.
So we're already streaming.
It's already streaming.
Right, now we've got a thing. So, right, so that's fine. Go back to that.
Theoretically, it
should be on.
1, 2. Well, we are broadcasting, so now just go on to my FC. And then, can you hear us mother?
Right, so if I go back to...
Go to match day chat. No, go to match day chat. No, just go to match day chat. And then, can you hear us?
You need to speak.
Well, yes, I'll probably have a... hoping we are back online now. Can anybody actually hear us? Can you please put on the chat room if anyone can actually hear us, because we have rebooted everything at the start of this second half and we are actually hoping you can hear us. Please let us know if anybody can hear us. Yeah, I think that... No, bollocks. I'm streaming.
Hello.
Yeah, we're both streaming.
Hello.
Yeah. I don't know what he's done. I have no idea.
You got anyone for next week? To help you out? Not yet. I'll give you a hand. Sure. What, even speaking, if we can get it back? Well, Mick's going to come down anyway.
I'm gonna have to come down, so I'm gonna have to take all this lot away to
Okay. Well, if you need the hand next week, I'll help you out.
Thank you.
Go
But I'm gonna go back to my original instructions, which are at home, and set them.
Practice.
Because he's messed about as John with this, and it's not as it was.
Okay.
Because it was an idiot's guide, which I am, and we need idiots guide.
Okay.
But thank you very much.
Yeah, cheers, Dan.
Thanks, Dan. Right, so we're screwed then. So, go on. Might as well watch the second half and bollocks to this. It's not gonna fucking work. I don't know what we've done. We've done nothing that we shouldn't do, and I'm gonna go home and set it up just as it was. Yeah, get up your soft bastard. Right. Let's just we'll just keep telling people it's napped. No idea what we've done. Absolutely no idea, Adrian. a bit close, wasn't it? One more. Go on, go on. Yes. Send him off. Send him off. We keep up to date, man. Just fuck on. So you might enjoy the second half. I'll just keep. But I've got a set of instructions, I've got the whole thing to that as well, and where you plug stuff in.
Right,
So
send it.
originally I had different coloured microphones, so you knew where you were plugging a bloody microphone in as well.
That's my email address there. Send it to me.
Is it all in capitals or
No, lowercase.
It's the same bloke. How's he not got a yellow card?
I don't want that. Piss off. I don't want Chrome help. I never asked for it. Fuck off. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'll just keep updates on the match day chat. Oh.
finished 2-2. Chelsea, Swansea 1-0.
Don't tell me. What on match of the day? What on match of the day? Man City won the league a couple of years ago, you know, when they won 3-2 when they were 2 down. And I stayed clear of the bloody result. My ex-wife rang me. I said, yeah, Man City won. I thought, you arsehole, fucking tell me. So I watched match of the day, and of course they're 2-0 down with about 3.5 seconds to go. Oh, yeah, you soft bastard. So I knew they were going to score 3 in the last few seconds. Did I say him?
They must be able to hear something. I can hear the crowd fainting.
Can faintly hear you.
Well, can you hear us any louder now, please? Can you tell us if you can hear us any louder now? Because we don't know what we've done differently. Can anyone hear us? Can hear some talking? Can anyone hear? Hello, anybody can hear us? We have an injury at the moment. Oh, we're actually on and we're in about 3/4 time. Yippee! We're actually broadcast. Now, I've no idea what we've done, but at the moment it is 1-1 here at Holloway's Park. We're on. We're on.
Oh, good. Are we on?
We're on. We must be on.
Me. What's going on? It's taking us about 45 minutes.
Put it back on the match day, chap. Quick. Hello, yes, we are here. It is 1-1. There's been an injury to Tommy Kinch of Ardley, who's gone off seemingly. He's half dead, but he'll come back in a minute.
Yeah, we're just to update you that Ed Smith has gone off injured and Scott Harris.
Was that Scott Harris? No, it isn't Scott Harris.
Adam Cornell came on, sorry.
Oh, come on, I put it on the match day chat. It was Adam. Come on, you told me it was Adam Cornell.
I was too busy watching you flip around with the computer, that's what it was.
I think we're all giddy that we've actually got commentary.
We'll try and give you the best of the commentary as we can for the rest of it.
Long last.
Ryan Scott has the ball in midfield. He plays a long ball over for Scott Harris to chase, but far too long.
Jack Harding's got it. And I'm awfully sorry if you got some interference. We have no idea. We have no idea why the commentary's come back, because we just put the microphones down when it didn't work. But at least we have come back, and hopefully we'll be for the last half hour. Plays in centre field now with Ardley. Ball's pushed forward.
Ingram, the goal scorer on the ball, cleared out by Sean Fraser, who's playing left back today. Adam Cornell chased a long ball, and it's headed out by 6. Tommy Kinch for a throw into Slough on the far hand side.
In front of the burger bar.
Yep, James Dobson going over to take. Give us your views on the game, Mick, if you could.
It's been the little bits I've seen, because we've been sat on the computer doing stuff. It's been quite bitty. We should be far better than this team, to be honest. They are
substitution for Slough. Scott Harris coming off, and it's Daryl Thomas coming on. So both strikers off. And a slightly depleted team here for Slough today. There's no Jamie McClurg, who's unavailable. George Short serving a suspension, and Ryan Parsons and Jake Parsons are at a family wedding. So we've got Adrian Sear and Ryan Scott in centre midfield making their debuts.
That's what happens at this level, unfortunately. But it's a throw into Slough in front of the burger bar, back to James Dobson.
Yeah, Slough attacking the covered end in their usual yellow and blue, and Ardley United are in a light blue top and a dark blue shorts.
And the throw-in's got to be taken again for some reason. I can't understand why. Hang on, the referee's getting a little bit pedantic about this.
No one knows what he's talking about. He's standing. That's it. He's going to let the game go. No.
Yep, he's had a bit of a whistle.
Yep, there he goes. It's thrown to Frith from Fraser, and he kicks it straight out for an Ardley throw.
Still in front of the burger bar. I'm getting hungry now.
Just to update you on what happened in the goals that we managed to see. Ardley scored first on the 28th minute. Luke Ingram played in. It's their only chance of the game, really, and it was well put away. And Slough were pretty poor for the first half, Mick.
Yes, they were. They hadn't settled at all. And I think Ardley were, I won't say partly to blame for that, but they've come here with nothing to lose, to be fair to them.
So dummy by Thomas there to Adam Cornell, but it's headed out and it's a throw in for Slough right in front of us. Tom Moran takes to Ryan Scott. Passes a poor ball up and it's intercepted by Kinch. And it's cleared up to the tall Ricky Johnson, who's been a bit of a target man for them today.
Yes, he's about as tall as Rhys York, isn't he? And Guy Hollis at the back.
Header won by George Frith, and then it's in the midfield with the Ardley United team. It's come to Guy Hollis on the far hand side. He brings it out a little bit. Lovely ball there for Daryl Thomas. Great touch, but great defending there by Chris Jackson, and that's gone out, I believe, for a Slough corner.
Yeah, it is a corner. That was very, very good defending from Jackson.
It's Captain 8, Ollie Stanridge. He's been having a go at the referee for the last 10 or so minutes, and he's just getting the first yellow card of the match for something that he said.
Well, I think that's the fact that Tommy Kinch is down.
Yeah, but he's pulled like he looks like he's got a muscle strain or something. But I don't think there was any problem with that. The ball's cut inside. I can't see what he's moaning about.
No, he's holding his hamstring, I think, a little bit. If he did make contact with Daryl Thomas, Kinch had actually gone for the ball, and if he's caught him. There was nothing in that. And the Ardley players are still having a good whinge about it. Trainer doesn't seem to be much. He's about as fit as me, that trainer.
Well, he's not that fit.
No, it's taken about 20 minutes to get on. About 5 minutes quicker than I would have been.
So Kinch is still down on the floor, injured at the moment. Just getting helped up by the physio. It looks like he's going to hobble straight off, and he is in fact being replaced by one of the 3 Ardley United substitutes, and he's being replaced by Adam Beckett. So Tommy Kinch off and Adam Beckett on.
Yeah, he's not in a rush to leave, but I think he's done his hamstring, to be fair. And there was nothing in the challenge, and I think the Ardley player that got cautioned was his own fault, basically, for having a mouth. There was nothing in the challenge, but we do have a corner on this near right hand side. We've got 7 players, 8 players, 7 players up, 8 players up now, 9. No, 8 players up.
Waiting
Adrian
for the corner to come in from James Dobson.
Adrian Sears trotting into the box as well.
Just having a quiet word with Tom Ram, maybe passing on some instructions from the managers there.
There are 10 Ardley players back in their own penalty area, and it looks like Adam Beckett, the sub's going to make it 11. Oh no, he's been told to stay up. So there's only going to be 10 defenders. Corner comes across.
There it comes. To Rhys York. Oh, and it's saved there by Jack Harding. He's actually made a couple of good saves, hasn't he, today?
Yes, he has made a couple of good saves. And that was very similar. Was it Rhys who scored at Paulton with exactly the same coming in at the far
and
post?
the same at Weymouth as well.
And the same at Weymouth.
Unmarked, but well stopped on the line, and got to wait for Dobson to run over to the other side and take this corner. Yeah, it's going to be an outswinger. Hard and low, and a foul there. The referee seen something, we don't know what. But it's a free kick to Ardley United. What about the Slough goal, Mick?
It was definitely a penalty. He just went in quite reckless and caught his foot. I don't think it was played for. He pulled it. He took his ankle, and it was very, very well taken by Dobbo. Keeper went the wrong way, but I think had he gone the right way, it was hit so hard and so near the post. I don't think he'd have got it. And I think we've deserved it the second half. First half, we've been absolutely dreadful. Couple of Slough players coming in front of us here. Oh, look, there's Mr. Short there. And
Mr. Short, Mr. Knight come past to
Short and Mr.
take the
Knight,
mickey out of us.
And they're not even looking at us. How can you actually believe that?
I wouldn't look at us either.
No, probably not.
It's a throw-in for Ardley United on the far-hand side down the right. They're attacking to the non-covered end.
And there are no Ardley supporters at that end, or I think in the ground, if truth be told.
There's a couple of people behind the goal.
Are there a couple?
Yeah.
We've got a couple? Where?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, there are. I do apologise.
Looks like he's got a Chelsea shirt on, so...
Oh, yeah. Oh, it doesn't really count then, does it, really? Yeah, there's a guy with a Chelsea shirt on.
It's a corner to Ardley United on the far-hand side. It'll be an outswinger. Slough left Daryl Thomas up front. It's it's cleared off and in. It was cleared off the line by George Frith, and it's Gavin Kidd, the left back, who's powered the rebound into the net. So it's 2-1 to Ardley United, and we've had 22 minutes of the second half.
Second shot on target, second goal going in. It was well cleared, but unfortunately Kidd was very, very sharp there and just slammed it past Somerville before anybody had any chance to react. To be fair, he wasn't marked, but
I think that Slough have been fairly, I don't know the word is, too complacent maybe at this level. I know that people have been expecting Slough to win 3 or 4-0, and they haven't had that. They've had 2 chances, Ardley United, and scored them both.
Yeah, they've nothing to lose, have they? They've come here a much lower league side.
Adrian says just won a free kick from the kick-off. He's ran straight at the heart of the Ardley defence.
How many times have we seen that in the FA Cup, though, Adrian? Side with nothing to lose, going away from home.
Well, this is it. The managers did say, didn't they, pre-season, that they wanted to get an FA Cup run for the finances for the chairman, but they're not playing like it at all. Dobson crosses it in. Reese knocks it in, and it's headed over by Adam Cornell there. So a big free kick in, and Reese York up again there, but Slough just not getting the luck at the other end. That happened, and Ardley was just scored. So
he was just a little bit underneath it. I mean, you've got £3,000 for winning today, so it's useful money. Anybody could do with that.
But Slough don't deserve it at the moment. So it's 2-1, and we're about halfway through the second half, and mostly about 10 minutes through our broadcast.
Yes, David, it has become a farce. We have, as the ball goes.
Yes, Sean Fraser playing left back today with Ryan Parsons missing, clearing up.
Yeah, we have 5 Italian gentlemen in from Wexham Hospital who've come to see real football. I had a chat with them beforehand, and I think they might be a bit disappointed at the moment.
Well, just as well they're at the hospital, because with this performance it's quite painful, so might have to go into A&E and just get that performance removed. It's a throw on the far side. Guy Hollis to take long towards Daryl Thomas, who loses the header up to Cornell, and he plays the ball for George Frith, but cleared by Harry Brook of the Ardley defence zone, and a big boot clear, and it's Adam Beckett, the substitute, against Guy Hollis. Heads it to Ricky Johnson, the striker, who shoots and fires it wide over, but poor defending by Slough there. The header by Guy Hollis fell to an Ardley player who was totally unmarked.
Yes, I'm afraid it's not been the world's greatest performance. I mean, like you say, we've got a lot of players out, and it's a little bit of a scratch team, but we still should be winning.
Flicked on there, and flick on by Cornell. Thomas chased it, but the keeper's come out and got that one, and he's got the ball in his hand, waiting for a long kick down. He's taking his time. 2-1 up with 20 minutes to go, so
I still fancy us to get a draw.
Bit of head tennis here. It's fallen to Ryan Scott in his debut. Boots it straight at his fellow debutant Adrian Sear on the floor, and it's fallen to Ardley United, who play up.
Where's Ryan Scott come from?
Camberley Town, I believe. Oh, George Frith has just won the ball from a loose pass, but nowhere to pass it to. He's giving it to Tom Moran, to Ryan Scott, who's playing centre mid alongside Sear. And a aimless ball up there by Reese York, who's troubled absolutely no one with that. We've also got a substitution on for Ardley United, which we somehow missed. It's Kieran Scott who's come on, and I would presume he's come on for the... I'm trying to see which number that's gone.
Go on, you commentate.
For Luke Ingram. Luke Ingram's the one that's come on.
Luke Ingram, number 10.
Guy Hollis got the ball, passes it out to Tom Moran. Bypasses the Ardley defender, up to Thomas. Back to Tom Moran, plays it for Adam Cornell. But good defending by Gavin Kidd there. He seems to be playing centre-back since the substitute Kinch. So Fraser plays, he tried to pass it through to Dobson, but it's cut out, and Dobson just turns his back on the ball. Oh. And Fraser's gone in with a hefty tackle there and on the substitute Kieran Scott, and he's left him in a heap on the floor.
He may well end up with a yellow card there. That was rather late, I'm afraid.
There's a lack of noise behind the Slough goal though, Mick.
Yes, there is. It's Well, with David Pearce's passing, I think that hasn't really helped today. It's been a little bit of a sombre start to the day, but we haven't justified people shouting. And to be honest, I don't think the attendance is quite as good as it has been in the past.
Yeah, someone on the forum seems to think that Ardley are a level 9 outfit. They actually play at it's classed as level 6, so it's 2 leagues below Slough.
Yeah, but 2 leagues below Slough, we should be.
Well, that's what cups are for, isn't it, though?
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's the beauty of the FA Cup. I love the FA Cup. Unfortunately, it may not last too long for us, but still hope.
Foul committed by Reece York. They've just beaten to the ball by Ricky Johnson, the tall forward for Ardley United, and it's a free kick for Ardley. It's
and
about
the book's out.
20 yards outside the Slough box, and yep, Reece York getting a yellow card for that one.
He got there as quick as he could, I think is the saying, but yes, it possibly was worth a yellow card, but they're not going to be in any rush to take it, are they, at 2-1 up?
No, it's going to be Callum Convoy who's going to take the free kick, and everyone moves up. They've actually left 3 back of Ardley United. I think 2-1 up, they're playing for this win, so they're not going to try and get too caught on the break.
We need to make sure we mark them.
So Cornby plays it in, hard and low, to Ricky Johnson, and Reece York's blocked it. It's gone out for a corner on the far hand side.
Yeah,
seems to be a lack of tempo and energy from the Slough team, Mick.
Yes, it's almost like a pre-season friendly. The atmosphere, apart from anything else, but the way they're playing is like that as well. Good header clear there.
But it's fallen straight to the captain Stanbridge. Played back out, crossed in, headed out, and it's come out to Joe Eyre on the left hand side. Oh no, Scott's it is. Good tackle by George Frith. He's won the ball. Ball down the line for Daryl Thomas to chase, but that's going to go out of play just in front of us.
Nice idea, but just drifted out of play in front of us.
There's just a lack of fluidity maybe through the style.
Yes,
maybe with 2 new centre midfielders playing. And obviously with the likes of Ed Smith off, I don't know if he was injured when he chased the ball down in the corner there, but...
well, of course, he wasn't fit on Tuesday night, was he, and didn't play, so there was possibly a risk in playing him today.
So it's Sear on the ball, plays it wide to Sean Fraser, who's bringing it forwards. But Dobson's on the inside, it's Dobson he's played it to, back to Fraser. Marked by Scott, he's going to cross the ball in. Headed up in the air, falls to Cornell. Goes down looking for another penalty there, but no chance for that. Breaks to Dobson, straight in first time. Cornell wins. Headed clear by Brock of Ardley United, and out for a throw in for Slough.
4, 5, 6 defenders all around there. They're not letting us settle on the ball. Oh, dearie me.
And then it's thrown on by Fraser, and Dobson's just tapped it out, and it's gone straight out for an Ardley throw-in on the far hand side directly opposite us. So it's still 2-1 to Ardley United. We've got about 15 minutes plus to play, and headed down, and it's another throw-in for Ardley United. Slough just lacking a lot today.
Weenie, you're right, it is an important match. Anything in the FA Cup with £3,000 at stake is important. £4,500 if we win next time, but we've got to get through.
And Slough just don't look like it, do they? I mean, there's no shots on target or anything at the moment.
No, it's his incredibility. I mean, Ardley have come to disrupt, and they've done that, but they haven't really threatened apart from the 2 shots. There's not been a great threat from them. But to be fair, neither have we. And the crowd are pretty quiet. You know, you can hear that, or you can't hear that. On the commentary, because we've got the door open, there's very little happening on the pitch or even off it.
Yeah, so we've got a free kick for Slough taken by Jake Summerall halfway inside his own half. Launches it long, heading for Reece York. Beaten to the ball by Ricky Johnson. Bit of head tennis, it falls to George Frith here on the right hand side. Plays it back to Sean Fraser. Out to Moran on the right. He brings it forwards, he's going to have a dig. Deflection for a corner, and it is. It's a corner to Slough on the far hand side, and we wait for Dobson to run over and cross it in.
I don't think that would have gone in, but it was useful that we've actually got a corner. 10 Ardley players back.
Yeah,
And
no,
we're
just
crowding the
leaving
box.
Adam Beckett as the only person on the halfway line.
Yeah.
As the Slough fans try and make a little bit of noise to get behind their team, but they're nothing to inspire them at the moment. Waiting for Dobson to cross this in. It's going to be an outswinger. He's hit it hard and low, and it's cleared by Stanridge.
That was a dreadful corner to the near post. Didn't get any height on it. It was, even I could have cleared that
And then
one.
Dobson's tried to take Stanridge on again, loses the ball. He plays it up to Beckett, holds it up well, back to Stanridge, and it's played forward for Joe Eyre to chase alongside Guy Hollis. And it's fallen to Beckett, who's on the inside of Sean Fraser, and wins a corner for Ardley United again.
Good little bit of pressure from them. That's one of the best things they've done this
They're
in
holding
this
the ball
entire
up
game.
well, aren't they, mate?
Yes, they are. They are holding it quite well. Like I say, they've got absolutely nothing to lose. You might as well go for
And
it.
they're doing the exact opposite to what Slough do. Slough get the ball and they're not holding the ball forwards at all, are they?
No, they're not. There's been some dreadful passes go astray. We have played better at the start of the second half, and it sort of tailed off again to the same rubbish we had in the first half.
Conway takes a long one towards Scott, and a foul on Jake Somerville as Ricky Johnson puts the ball into net after the referee's whistle. So it's a free kick for Slough, and he's taken it quick up to Daryl Thomas, who does really well to control that one, and Adam Cornell's run past him, shoots, saves, and it's cleared by Stanridge. Great tackle that was from Stanridge. The ball would have fallen straight to Daryl Thomas, but just before he could connect with his foot into an open goal, Stanridge clears, and then it's James Dobson that's fired the ball over.
That was a good move. That's probably the best move we've had, actually. It's a shame Dobbo didn't get it on target, because I think if he had have done, the keeper was still on the floor.
Yeah, the keeper had made the
We'd have
save from
equalised
the
it. It was a
Adam Cornell
tremendous
turn,
save,
wasn't it?
was that fabulous save? But that shows a bit of glimmer of hope. But with quarter of an hour or so to go, we need a lot more out of this.
Yeah, so it's a long ball down by Harding, the goalkeeper. One by Moran, and it's flicked on for Adam Cornell, who's easily outjumped. But the ball's fallen to Ryan Scott, who slips and loses the ball.
Again, the pass went short.
It's a poor decision by the referee. Just Scott uses his strength to hold the ball off and gives away a foul there for a foul on the substitute Kieran Scott of Ardley United.
Yeah, he turned him. He turned him there. It was obvious free kick. Just inside the Slough half in the centre circle.
But
And they're not in any rush
but
to take
the
it.
managers don't look too animated, do they? There's no kind of shouting instructions or anything from them.
No, there isn't.
Looks like they're going to make a third and final substitution. Tom Moran with the ball in the right back position, plays up to Thomas, holds the ball up well, gives it to Frith, plays the ball forward, and it's Tom Moran, the one chasing through, still there, but he's lost the ball out there, and Ardley United clear for a throw-in.
And that was good defending from Ardley then, because Tom was actually through. He's going to take the throw in now, just in front of us.
Yeah, throws it long, aiming to Cornell, but easily cleared by Stanridge. Back out to Moran. Played it in, and Frith put a nice little header in there, but there's no communication. Dobson standing right behind him, totally unmarked, and Frith tried to glance it through, and a shout there would have been great.
It would. Like you say, there's nothing really from the bench. The Bakes and Unders just sort of stood there. There's no screaming, shouting, pointing, and there isn't a lot from the Ardley bench. But when you think they are 2-1 ahead, why
But
should
there's
they?
no urgency. It's
No, there's
in the
nothing.
Slough team, and it looks like it might be Gareth Risbridger who's the substitute, going to make his first appearance of the season. He's warmed up and he's got his shirt on. We're just waiting to see who for.
And here comes.
Yeah,
And
and
it's
it's
gonna
for
be Ryan
number
Scott.
6, who's Ryan Scott. Gets a polite round of applause there for his debut. So we make it, we've got about 10 minutes left of the game. So it's still 2-1 to Ardley United. So a shock on the cards.
Yes, it won't be the last one today. There'll be quite a few in the FA Cup where you look at the paper tomorrow and think, how the hell did that happen? But this could be one of them. But I still think we can get a goal back. And I think fitness in the last 10 minutes might just tell.
So it's thrown for Ardley, who have wasted it. And Guy Hollis going to go over to take with a long throw, presumably. And he aims at Cornell. Loses the header, but it's fallen to Thomas with Chris Jackson claiming offside, even though the ball was headed on by his own player. It's got to learn the laws of the game, really. That's not right.
Oh, they're players. They don't know the laws of the game.
So it's going to be Guy Hollis on the forehand side, about 20 yards out of the penalty area. Just going to do a long throw into the box. Everyone forward for Slough, apart from Adrian Sear and Sean Fraser. Aimed at Reece York, flicks it on, and it's safely into the hands of Harding, the Ardley United goalkeeper, who's in no hurry to do anything with this as he waits for his players to clear out of the box.
Yeah, they're not pushing too many forward.
Boots it long to the head of Beckett, who heads it straight through to Jake Somerville.
Quick clearance
Big long
from Jake.
kick by Jake. He's Slough seem to be playing free up front, and header by 7, which is Darren Beckett. It's given Slough a corner, and it's going to be on the far hand side. James Dobson taking outswinger, sorry, as Hollis and York go up for this corner.
This could be our best chance from set pieces.
Yeah, Reece York's going to be the person. He's gone to the near post, runs to the back. It is Reece York with a header, but the referee spotted a foul.
Yes, he pushed him. He pushed the defender. He's pleading innocence, but unfortunately...
Well, that would be the foul then.
Yeah, the hands went up on the shoulder. I think, yeah, maybe, possibly. It could be.
So Harding taking his time. He's walking the ball up to his favoured bit of grass to take this long goal kick. Taking his time. But Slough just seem to be lacking a little bit of energy. There's no captaincy today. No Jamie McClurg.
The replay may well be Tuesday night, by the way.
It's 2-1 at the moment, so no replay at the moment. You're a bit ahead of your time.
Yeah, I'm trying to be optimistic.
Slough got the ball with Frith on the centre half, given to Risbridger. Tries to go through the captain, loses it, and gives away a free kick. And Ardley United taking their time. Stanwich with the ball, the captain just walking away with it, taking his time. Not too many people going up. And it looks as if Slough have gone with Reece York and James Dobson up front as a front four.
Interesting.
Need the goal though, Mick.
Yeah, we do.
Somerville, long clearance. Up to York, wins it, and gets a free kick. He's clattered there by Darren Beckett, so it's a free kick to Slough. Is he going to go in the book for this one? It's Gavin Kidd who's actually giving the free kick away.
Yeah.
Yep, and going into the book.
It was a bit of a clatter,
late,
but to be fair to Reece, he made nothing of it. He got up and just trotted away. So we've got yet another chance from
free
a set
kick
piece.
to Slough, 5 yards outside of the centre circle in the Ardley half. Dobson to take yet again. Long, high driven in. Cornell wins the ball. Cleared by Kieran Scott, and then by Darren Beckett. Up to the only player, I presume it's a family relation, Adam Beckett is up front. Come on, Mick, you're the one with all the stuff here. Where's your info?
Where's my info? I've got a team sheet in front of me. I'm that traumatised we haven't been able to get commentary for that long. I've lost the will to live.
Adam Cornell's trying to get a foul there, and he's actually given away a foul inside the penalty area box.
He launched himself.
A bit more time for Ardley United. They're not going to complain about that, are they?
No, he launched himself back into the defender there, hoping that he'd get the penalty, but it was never going to happen. It was very bad acting, and not particularly good fall either. And it's still 2-1.
Got about 5 minutes left, plus any added injury time. As it's cleared long, and it's Scott flicks it on for Beckett to chase, but he's offside, and Slough will get a free kick just outside their own penalty box.
And I think there's quite a few of the locals deciding to head for the exit to avoid the traffic, I think. Cause,
well, John won't, because I've got to give him a lift home in a bit.
Well, no, John won't, but there's one or two. He's getting ready to go, that is for sure.
Tom Moran plays a long ball high up into Reece York on the edge of the area, wins it, out jumped by two players. Ball falls to Dobson. Dobson heads it into Reece York again to Thomas. to Adrian Sear, who loses it. George Frith shoots, and it hits Daryl Thomas and deflected into the hands of a very grateful Jack Harding in the Ardley goal.
Had it hit him a little bit hard, it would have gone to the other side of the goal. We might have got an equaliser. It was going wide before it hit him anyway, so at least it ended up on target.
So Harding clears it. It's up to Kidd, who's booted it up, and it's Fraser with the ball now in the left back position, who loses it to Adam Beckett. Ardley with the ball to Kieran Scott. Back to Beckett. He's played it through, and Scott's ran on. Ball into the box. Oh, and George Frith has got there first ahead of him. Good defending by George Frith.
Tremendous defending.
And Sean Fraser now with the ball, plays it wide to Tom Moran on the right-hand side in front of us. And it's a high ball, and Cornell finally wins the ball. He's controlled it well. Played it through to Frith, cutting inside. Plays a good pass, but cut out by Joe Eyre.
Not hard enough.
Fraser wins the ball. Still got it. And then he's given it away to Callum Convey, who's just cleared the ball up. Guy Hollis will chase that down with Adam Beckett. Plays it back to Jake Somerville. There's a massive gap in between the Slough midfield, Slough defence and the Slough front four, as it is now. There's no one in midfield creating at all, is there, Mick?
No, I think they've gone for the long ball approach.
It's cleared by Ardley United again, and it's going to come straight through to Jake Somerville.
Playing 3 at the back. I think we've got to go for it now. We might as well lose 3-1 as 2-1. Who's down?
So
somebody's down.
It's Rhys York that's down. Ball headed on to Somerville from Daryl Thomas there, and it's cleared, and that's going to be a throw-in for Slough.
Ball headed on to Somerville.
Sorry.
Where's he playing these days?
He might as well go out front the way it's
yeah,
going.
he might as well, actually, yeah. It wasn't actually Somerville, but we'll
Guy Hollis is going over to take the throw. Not far from the corner flag, so we're going to expect a long one going into the box. Everyone up for Slough apart from Sean Fraser and Jake Somerville. We make it. We've got about 2 minutes left of normal time, as the Slough fans try and get behind their team. Waiting for the throw. Come on, Guy, throw it in.
Hurry up, because we can't see. It's down
no,
the right-hand
injury
corner.
to Rhys York on the far-hand side, that's what it is.
Oh, we'll let him off.
Right, here we go. Long throw by Hollis. Aim for Moran, flicks it on. Cleared. And it's going to be a corner for Slough.
Well,
Dobson runs over to take Rhys York, still off the pitch, getting some treatment for a head injury there. Just waiting for Rhys York, still off the pitch.
Could do with Rhys up front.
Dobson puts it in. Headed towards... Oh, it's cleared off the line by... I think that was Bridger that's cleared it off his...
Yes, he cleared it off the line, yeah. I think, to be fair, he tried to get out of the way rather than clear it off the line.
I think it's Adrian Sear. He just jumps up with Risbridger, and he's colliding. He's fallen on his back, and it looks like he may have damaged his shoulder there.
Yes.
And there's a player down for Ardley United as well.
I think that's maybe a time-wasting exercise, if truth be told.
Yep, Adrian Sear straight back up. He's giving his shoulder a bit of a workout, but Rhys York just waiting to come back on. The referee doesn't know what he's doing. He's walking around.
Yeah, it's Ricky Johnson that went down the number 9 for Ardley, and he's decided he's going to get up. And we've now got a drop ball just in front of us.
And Thomas just kicks it back straight to Harding, who just sits there and waits for Cornell to run down.
Rhys York to come back on.
Not yet. He's still waiting to come on. Referee still hasn't waved him on. As the ball's long into the left back area, Sean Fraser chases down with Beckett, Adam Beckett that is, and it goes out for a throw-in. York finally comes onto the pitch, so it's still 2-1 down. So Ardley United look like they're going through to the next round.
At the moment, possibly.
And another disappointing FA Cup run for Slough seems to be coming to a halt.
Yes, it does. I thought we might have a...
Ball comes through, it's won by Beckett to Stanridge, who's giving it to Eyre. Tackled by Tom Moran well, and he brings the ball out. Played it down the line to Thomas. Thomas wins it. Goes back to George Frith. Frith into Sear. Sear brings it across to Fraser. Fraser playing on the left. He's going to cross it in with his right foot. Aiming for Reece York. It's cleared out. Is it going to be Tom Moran who's going to hit it? Loops it back in. And it's going to be cleared by Ardley. He's got too much time on the ball. He's giving it away to James Dobson. And he's put it into the side net and it's gone out for a corner.
And Dobson running away, running to get that ball, wangs it down the corner flag.
They've still got Sean Fraser sitting back.
Yeah.
And Jake Somerville. So Dobson's going to take another in-swinging corner on the far side. Drives it in hard and low to Guy Hollis. Blocked by Ardley United. Sear gives away a stupid foul by jumping into the player. So it's a free kick. It's Ardley just outside their own box.
It wasn't the greatest corner. It might well have been a worked corner, that, because it did actually go to a Slough player. But I think we are heading towards the exit, as the saying goes. I think there's a few people outside crying, if you can hear them.
Is that what
I think I might join them.
Someone's just strangled a cat by the sound of it.
I thought they're being strangled to get social services in, I don't know.
So it's Harding going to take the goal kick out. Long, aiming for the left back area of Sean Fraser, who's cleared it. Tom Moran's won it. To George Frith. Plenty of space in front of him. Ball out to Thomas, but he's just played it straight out of play, George Frith. And he's given that away, and then Ardley going to take their time with this throw-in.
Yeah, total waste. I mean, Darryl might have held that up, but it never made it. It was just a dreadful, dreadful ball in front of us and gone out, and it's an Ardley throw.
Won by Tom Moran, he's booted it in, but no one in there. Reece York chasing Darren Beckett down, but he's going to let the ball roll out, and it's a throw-in for Ardley on the far side.
They're taking the time, obviously. They're in no great rush. 2 minutes maximum, probably.
We've already played 3 minutes over the 45.
Oh, well, it won't be that long then.
Reece York's got the ball just outside the area. He knocks it into Tom Moran, who's had it blocked, and that's out for a throw-in. It's fallen to the wrong player there.
Yeah, it did. It was good defending, though, as well, because Joe Eyre got across there and blocked his shot. Who knows what might have happened. But
so it's another long throw by Guy Hollis. There's no Johnny Dyer today. He was taken ill this morning, so unfortunately he's not available. Long throw in. Won by Reece York, but he's headed it way over the top. And the Ardley players are taking their time getting up. They know this game's in the bag.
Yes, I think they do. I think they may well be in the hat on Monday, and we won't be, unfortunately. And I don't know whether I don't think we get anything for losing, do we? In this,
not a lot. Only
gate money.
Half the gate money.
Half the gate money.
So Ardley going to take it. It's Harding with the long kick. Up to Scott, who knocks it on to Adam Beckett. Flicks it back on to Kieran Scott. He's just holding the ball up in the far hand side, chased by Sean Fraser. Just keeping it in the corner, wasting a bit of time. And it's a throw in to Slough, taken by Risbridger to Sear. And he's had the ball taken off him by Stanridge, but Guy Hollis wins it back. Plays it up to Thomas. Thomas gives it to Dobson. Dobson cuts inside, brings it forwards. He's running at everyone. Plays it through to Thomas. It's too far for him, and it's going to go out for a goal kick.
That was a good move, and he wasn't offside either. If he could have controlled that, we might have had a chance. But the keeper, Harding's in no great rush, is he?
He didn't take the ball in his path, did he?
No, he didn't. He didn't. Unfortunately, it's unfortunately been one of those days.
Yeah, we've had no radio, and we've had very little entertainment on the football pitch.
Yeah, exactly.
So Harding coming to take the goal kick now. Can't be much long left. He boots it long again. He's aiming at Kieran Scott on that side. Flicks it on to Beckett. And Guy Hollis wins it to Sean Fraser. Boots it long. Aimed at Reece York, who loses the header. And it's a throw into Slough on the far side. Sear to take. To Dobson, who loses the ball. And it's come to Stanridge, the captain of Ardley. Boots it long. Straight through to Somerville. Somerville's going to have to launch this one. And he does. Aiming to Reece. And Reece York's just gone in with an elbow there. And that was a stupid thing for him to do. He wasn't going to win the ball, and he clearly went in with an elbow, Mick.
Yeah, and he squared up to Ricky Johnson. We've now got 16 players around the ball, all with their handbags out hitting each other. It's very, very silly. Both of them shut up. and get on with it.
But he looked at the player first and then jumped with his arm, didn't he? He
Yeah.
knew he wasn't going to win the ball.
It's obvious when you do that, you look at the player and then jump, you are going to get a free kick given against you. It's one of the first things you're told as a referee, watch the player's eyes, because where they're looking is where they'll end up jumping. If they're not looking at the ball, it's basically a free
Harding
kick.
to take the goal kick, and the referee blows for full time. So our apologies about the result here today. It is Slough Town 1, Ardley United 2. So congratulations to Ardley through to the next round. The attendance today was 230, and we'd like to apologise for the fact that we weren't on air from the beginning of the game. We didn't know what was going wrong, did we, Mick?
We have no idea why.
But we cut it all down and set it back up, and we somehow managed to get people to hear us.
We got there.
Although they didn't really want to hear what we were saying because we were rubbish today.
I think next week we'll get in about 9 o'clock in the morning, set it up and just talk for 6 hours. We'll just talk for 6 hours and hopefully...
as Mick waves to his Italian friends going back to the hospital.
Yep.
Mostly not for the food.
Yeah, I think we'll set it up at 9 o'clock next week and we'll just rattle on for 6 hours about nothing just to make sure the damn thing's working. We have no idea why it went wrong. We followed the instructions, which are a bit different to the instructions I gave John originally. But, hey-ho. The main thing is, it's 2-1 to Ardley. They go into the next round. They get £3,000 and half the gate from today. And I think there were about 10 Ardley fans here, judging from the cheers at the end.
No, but I mean, they're being clapped off by the Slough fans, so, you know, they were most probably the better team from what we saw.
They were, but it wasn't a good performance. And to be fair to Ardley, we should be beating a team like Ardley, and we should have beaten them 2-3-1 quite easily.
That's what Slough, Slough beat Walsall, several years ago, 2004, 2005 season. So that's what cup upsets are for. That's what the cup's about.
It is. That's when you look back through and you've seen Colchester beating Leeds and York City beating Arsenal and all these, and Leeds beating Man U. Those things shouldn't happen, but they do, and it's one of the beauties of cup football. I just wish if we had lost, it would have been a good. Well, we have lost, but it would have been a good game. Unfortunately, it wasn't. And although Ardley will say yes, we're in the next round, they didn't really have a lot to win against today. They didn't have a lot to beat.
No, I mean they've only really had two free chances. They've scored two of them. So, but congratulations to them. And
they took the chances well, especially the second goal. And I mean, it dropped to the guy, and he just walloped it in. Total instinct, and it worked. And we could do nothing about the second goal.
No, so everyone else is leaving, so I think it's time for us to say goodbye.
Yes,
Mick.
I think it is. It was a brief hello and a brief goodbye, but we got there in the end. Maybe next week.
We'll know what we're doing.
We may know what we're doing. I think I'll get here a bit early next week. I'll set the damn thing up. And hopefully we'll have full match commentary next week.
Okay, for both of us, it's goodbye and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank you very much. Bye.